This is the Sunday Business Page with John Delano.
Good morning, I'm John Delano. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Business Page. And our very special guest this morning is State Representative Rob Mercuri, who is the representative from the 28th Legislative District in the North Hills of Pittsburgh. Representative, it's good to be with you. Thank you for joining us, sir.
John, thanks so much for having me. It's great to be here.
So I wanted to ask you about a bill that you've introduced that had a hearing in front of the State House Consumer Affairs Committee last week. Very interesting bill regarding the data privacy of Pennsylvanians. Can you explain what this bill's all about?
Yeah, John, our data has become a very valuable resource in this current economy where digital companies find it very valuable to attract customers, extract their personal data, and then use it to profit from. They will sell you advertisements or they will package that data and provide it to a third party. And what my concern is that oftentimes customers don't realize the data that is being collected on them. And they also don't have much choice in the matter beyond that initial sign-up agreement. And so what our bill would do is that if you're a customer in Pennsylvania, you would be provided an opt-out provision for any online data collection. And we think this is super important for consumers all across the state to know that their data is protected and that they've got a choice in the matter.
This data that we're talking about, this can really be identifying information, social security numbers, driver's licenses, anything that a company might request from you. Is that what we're talking about?
That's right. So it's not only that private personal information that you're mentioning, birth dates and social security numbers, but it's also your online data profile. So it's the sites that you visit, it's the clicks that you make, it's how long your eyeballs are on screen. And advertisers and big tech really wants to know what keeps your eyeballs on screen. And so that data is extremely valuable. It's almost like it's the new oil in this economy, that big tech firms can profit from extracting and selling this information. And it's important for us as legislators to set up appropriate guardrails so that our customers have a say-so in where their own data really goes.
This seems to me to be a bill that makes great common sense. Why haven't we had this protection in the past?
Well, it is difficult once you get into the details to write a bill that will be somewhat neutral to the business community and that will be acceptable to many different stakeholders. Now, if you think about the way the economy works, we're giving our data all the time. And so we've got to be very judicious about how we write the bill so that it doesn't harm small businesses and create a lot of compliance costs for those businesses. We're really targeting the big data collectors, the data aggregators that are kind of working behind the scenes with large technical capabilities and that are doing this en masse and at a scale that can be very damaging. And so that's our focus on this particular piece of legislation. As you mentioned, we've got a lot of bipartisan support and we had a great hearing this week. And so we expect this to continue to move forward.
And again, the bottom line on this is that it's going to allow people to know the information that these big data aggregate companies are collecting.
That's right.
We're going to get to know the information. We're going to get to remove information if we don't want them to have it. And we could opt out and say, don't do it anymore. Is that right?
Yep. You explained it perfectly. Those are the three rights that this data privacy bill provides: the right to opt out, the right to remove your data, and the right to know what data they have on you. And if you've ever searched for a particular product or a particular destination on Google or Facebook, and then suddenly you're receiving ads for that cruise line or that product that you were just searching for, and it's a little bit eerie, right? So I think customers know that this is happening, but right now there's not a prescribed pathway to opt out of that collection. That's what this bill would do, and we think it's the right way forward for Pennsylvania.
Well, State Representative Rob Mercuri, thank you so much for sharing this very important information about your bill with us today. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, John. Appreciated the time.
And thank you for watching this edition of the Sunday Business Page. Have a great Sunday, everybody.